It was a convoy, Iraqi engineer that we was tasked to escort. I called my wife that Friday night, and I explained to her then that I was going on a mission that I wasn't too comfortable going on. Something just wasn't right that day. I hear a vehicle just heading towards me, and when I turned around and looked, the vehicle was right on me. I mean, there's nothing that we can do then. All I could see is just fire coming towards me. That's all I could see.
Frederick Will Williams grew up in Monroe, Louisiana. As a kid, Frederick worked hard to provide for his family. But with 12 siblings, he constantly felt like a financial burden. Will needed to get away from home, and the Army was just about the only answer. In 1983, Will enlisted, a calculated decision that launched a 23-year career.
2002, I decided, I've done my time and it's time for me to step aside. And till I got a call one evening and it told me that our unit had received orders to go to Iraq. So I put that retirement on hold.
On September 18, 2004, Frederick Williams was attacked by a suicide bomber while on an escort mission in Iraq. The blast left him with a traumatic brain injury, shrapnel throughout his body, limited mobility in his legs, dizziness, and anxiety attacks.
We was under gunfire, and the only thing I could think of was my kids. And I remember that more than anything. It's because I knew I didn't want my kids to grow up without me.
When I first saw him when he came back, it was a burst of joy. He kept saying, he told me over the phone, he said, "You don't want to see me like this." And I kept telling him, I said, "I don't care what you look like, I just want you home." And when I first saw him, he just looked like him. He looked like himself.
After almost 2 years of rehabilitation, Frederick was forced to retire from the Army, leaving behind his lifelong career. He had no idea what to do. The service was his life, and now it was gone. Frederick battled depression, sitting day in and day out watching people with jobs go to work. His family missed him. His girls needed their father, and Liz needed her husband back. She decided to do something about it.
One day, I met a gentleman in my office. He said he was looking for retired veterans. And I told him I got a man just for him. He said, "You know somebody?" I said, "I sure do."
Frederick met with Training Rehabilitation and Development Institute, and to his surprise, was offered a job at Fort Hood Army Post in Texas under an AbilityOne contract, providing skilled security monitoring for the precious air cargo that travels to and from the base.
Anytime I need Will be here, he'll be here. In fact, in September, I had to take a couple months off because I had heart surgery. Will stepped into my position and kept things going while I was out. That's just the kind of guy he is.
Today, going to the base is like therapy for Frederick, working alongside 11 other people with severe disabilities like his own. He's back to his old self, laughing with Miracle, Chastity, and Sarah, and living a life full of love and happiness with Liz. No longer are Frederick's days filled by watching people go to work. He himself has work to do, and watching from the sidelines is no longer an option.
I'm really proud of my father. He has always been an awesome person. He has always resembled himself as humble, and he's just an all-around good guy, and I'm so proud to call him my father. He's my hero.
The AbilityOne program was created to give people with severe disabilities or who are blind a chance to live a full life. And that's exactly what Frederick has chosen to do. NISH is proud to honor Frederick Will Williams with the National William M. Usdane Award for his amazing commitment to being the very best he can be. Congratulations, Will. You are a true example of how opportunity leads to success through the AbilityOne program.